Oh, what you watching, a YouTube film? Which one? Ooh, Cartel Carjacking, a classic. Alright, I'm down. Oh my god, look at this bozo. Nah, he's doing everything wrong. Oh, jeez. You can't, no. Oh my god. Oh boy. Oh boy. Honestly, it was only through sheer physical luck that this film didn't end in tragedy. Let me explain. If it were me, ripping around in my little red rocket, going wherever I please, taking in the sights, the sounds, I would have pulled up to the young man, as relaxed as butter on a hot day, and rolled my window down to inquire about the unofficial checkpoint, knowing fully well that if it came down to it, I could take these guys, no problem. I would convince myself of this fact through an almost imperceptibly brief micro-meditation. I'd explain to the gentleman that I was just on my way to see my Heine, and that this roadblock was turning into a bit of a cock block. They would laugh at my joke, but also inform me that they felt honored that an American man like me had taken a Mexican mistress. I would smile knowingly, and then immediately feel betrayed as they proceeded to tell me that as much as they like and respect me, their boss was still gonna need my car. Oh yeah? I'd say confidently, increasing the volume in my voice to show that I was the one in control here. Where is this boss? I'd like to have a word with him at the back of my car, by the trunk. They would look concerned and discuss my request in hushed tones before revealing to me that the boss is busy and they need me to get out of the car now. Quickly realizing I would get nowhere with these brainless subordinates, I'd hop out of my own volition, seemingly possessed by a hidden agenda, and walk right by them, shoving them with my shoulders as I passed and say, "Wanna see what I got in the trunk?" They would look back and forth at each other, displaying nervous body language and showing obvious signs of intimidation on their faces, none wanting to be the first to follow me back there. I'd remain cool as whip as I popped the trunk. Without a moment's hesitation, I would look over at the wilting caballeros, point at the big one and say, "You!" signal him over to me. He would shiver and look at his amigos, all nodding their heads for him to follow my command, and he would step forth, his slow and timid pace becoming intolerable to me. "Rapido!" I would bark, and he would wince and look back at his amigos, a final goodbye, before quickening his pace to my liking and joining me in the rear. His eyes would be completely transfixed on the brilliant golden light emanating from my trunk, as if the briefcase from Pulp Fiction was back there. Noticing this, I placed my right hand on his shoulder. "Beautiful, ain't she?" I would remark as I picked him up by the feet. "Here, take a closer look," I would insist as I shoved his whole body in. With not a second to waste, I would order the other, now broken and trembling amigos over to me in single file fashion, their innate calls to resist me silenced by their fear of my mind. Maybe if I listen, he will let me go, they would think, as I continued to emotionlessly pick them up and put them in the trunk, giving no thought to who I was putting in the trunk, only thinking of them as numbers and in terms of how many were left to do. As I packed the final one in and closed the trunk, I would feel a sense of fulfillment. The streets now devoid of youthful delinquents, silent enough to hear the crickets in the warmth of the night, it would fill me with artistic visions, and I would think to myself that moments like this are why I like to travel. Ciao.